Royce?
Yep.
Okay. Just checking in. I'm bringing you in. Let me see if any of your clients have checked in.
The first one I have is Miles, Matthew Miles.
Okay, he's checked in. I'll bring him. Do you want me to bring him in, Judge?
Sure.
All right.
Mr. Miles, you connected?
He is now.
Yep.
Mr. Nunley, good morning. Your appearance for Mr. Miles.
Morning, Judge. Royce Stanley appearing on behalf of defendants. So this is a date and time scheduled for another pretrial. The last time that we were here, we had to adjourn it because I was still waiting for discovery. We've been calling the PD, leaving messages. I got a hold of Josh and he said that he would try to help out with the issue, but I still received nothing, zero communique about the discovery. I have another hearing at 9 o'clock, which is the exact same issue. So, it's been quite a while now, because the first time that I met Mr. Miles and was assigned, we adjourned it so I could get discovery. Then we came back again, still no discovery, and now we're in the same boat. So I imagine that Mr. Miles is probably a little frustrated.
Did the complainant show up on February 4?
I don't believe so, and I'm not sure that they were subpoenaed to show up on February 4.
All right, let's wait till we get the prosecutor in then.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Miles, hang tight.
Okay.
I'm going to put him back in the waiting room for a few. Oh, you already did that.
You don't see Betty Jo Keynes there yet, do you?
Not yet.
We got Josh on the line now.
Trying to figure out who Overstreet is, Paula.
Yeah, I was going to bring him in and do the same. I'm going to type him a chat because he's not connected.
Good morning, Josh.
Good morning, Your Honor.
On the Matthew Miles matters,
Yes.
we had a pretrial scheduled February 4th where the complainant was supposed to appear. I don't know if they did or not. Royce doesn't think they showed up on the 4th, and then we adjourned it till today for some discovery, and Royce tells me he still can't get anything out of the PD.
So I don't know what's going on with the police department itself. What I can say is with regards to the complaining witness, I have been making attempts on attempts, and I have not been able to reach the complaining witness. The number does work, but there's no voicemail set up, so I've been calling. And so I leave that to your discretion. I'm sure brother counsel might have a motion on that, but yeah.
Let's find out.
Yeah, we would motion to dismiss it.
All right, Mr. Miles, I'm going to dismiss these matters without prejudice. What that means is the prosecutor could recharge. Understood?
Okay, so he can recharge me?
Correct.
Okay.
Just stay out of trouble. Don't
Okay, I got you.
All right, you're all set, Mr. Miles. Enjoy your day.
Yep, same to you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Overstreet, can you hear me?
I've sent him 2 texts telling him how to connect his audio. Mr. Miles, I think we're done with you if you want to check out.
Okay, thank you.
Meech Burke, I'm not sure if that's Aubrey Burke. So I'm going to bring that person in and try
Go
to.
ahead.
And Aubrey Burke counsel.
Judge Keene's court. The only other client I think I have in front of you, Judge, is at 9 o'clock, is Betty Jo Keynes. So I will be back at 9 o'clock.
All right, thank you.
Royce, before you leave, do you have the police report on that one? Because I can send it to you if you don't.
Good morning, Leanna.
It was
Good morning.
that I had, what I needed.
Who
and
you
what-
got today?
I have Amos in Ireland.
Not in the waiting room yet.
Okay.
Any chance you could throw me in a breakout room with Josh for 2 minutes?
Paula, you got that?
Yep.
Thanks, Paula.
Meech Burke,
Good morning.
good morning. What is your full name?
Aubrey Demetrius Burke. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
And you're scheduled at 9:20, so you're early. Good for you. Always like to see that. And have you talked to Mr. Piotrowski, your attorney?
Not yet. He said he would see me on the Zoom.
Okay, so let's wait for him.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
If you want to try get a hold of your attorney, Mr. Burke, just let him know that I'm ready when he's ready.
Okay. I'll let him know.
In the meantime, I'm going to put you back in the waiting room.
Sounds good. Thank you, Mr. O.
We got two of Sam's clients. Mika Drew is the very first one. That's Sam Jadala's client.
Leanne, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Are you covering for Samir on Amos?
Amos is mine. He covered for me last time.
Oh, that's the confusion. How about
Yes.
Drew? Was Drew yours or is that one really Samir's?
That one's his.
All right, so we will bring Amos in. And are you aware of the plea offer on that one?
It should be a dismissal.
Correct. All right, Miss Amos, are you on?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Miss Belcher, your appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Leanna Belcher on behalf of the defendant. And this matter should be a dismissal.
That is what my paperwork says. This will be dismissed without prejudice. And I don't see any bond money to deal with, so I think we're all done with Miss Amos.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Overstreet is back in. You want me to try one more time, Judge?
Go ahead, sure.
Still not connected. Do we have a phone number and I'll call him?
I don't have a file. I don't know who he is. He's
Oh,
not on the docket.
that's right. I'm sorry.
Paula, did you put his name in the computer maybe? I don't know who else has got a docket today, but maybe he's in the wrong waiting room. Okay.
It looks like we have Leanna's client in,
Who's that?
Cantaria, Ireland.
Paula, can I have a breakout room with her really fast? Josh is trying to change the offers up on me.
Hang on.
Better though, right?
Well, we rediscussed it, so hopefully.
Paula, you want to try to send a chat to the iPhone that doesn't seem to know what they're doing?
That's what I'm doing right now, Judge. No response. Do you want me to remove him?
Go ahead.
The attorney for Meach Burke just popped. Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yep.
I'll bring Meach Burke in. Mika Drew is for Sam, Judge.
Yeah, I know. I clicked on Meach Burke and it shifts as the attorney
Yeah.
comes in, it changes positions.
Hey, Mr. Kaplan.
Good morning, counsel.
Did you have a beard last time I saw you? Good morning.
Counsel, your appearance for Mr. Burke, please.
For the record, David Pietrowski on behalf of Mr. Burke.
And Mr. Burke, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
All right. Counsel, are you familiar with the plea agreement that I've got in my file for a 6-month 771.1 disorderly person?
Yes, and we spoke to Mr. Kaplan last time, and we're going to check to see if it's an older case, and we're going to check to see if the witnesses were still around.
May I speak with Mr. Petrowski in a breakout room?
Breakout? Yep. Paula
Thank
can make that happen.
Thank
Hang
you.
tight, Mr. Burke.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Mr. Burke.
Hey, Mr. Petrosky. Good morning.
Morning.
And Miss Belcher, are you ready on Ireland?
We are ready.
All right, your appearance for Miss Ireland, please.
Leanna Belcher on behalf of Miss Ireland. Miss Ireland, please state your name.
Ontario, Ireland.
And Your Honor, I did have an opportunity to renegotiate the plea offer with Josh this morning. It's my understanding that Miss Ireland will be tendering a guilty plea to no ops and then pleading responsible to double parking with the original counts dismissed.
And I'm gonna guess it's probably okay with you and Miss Ireland if I don't take a plea to double parking and just hit her a little extra heavy on the fines and costs for the no ops.
That would be great, Your Honor.
Less paperwork for the clerks and end result is the same for your client.
Not a problem.
All right. Miss Ireland, do you understand the possible penalty for the charge of no valid operator's license on person?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you discuss your rights with Miss Belcher today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand those rights and the options they present to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the added charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss Ireland, did you drive a vehicle in Romulus on September 26, 2020?
Yes,
And was your license suspended, revoked, or denied at that point?
yes,
Ms. Belcher, you satisfied?
Yes, Your Honor.
So am I. Petoskey Avenue, a good address for you, Miss Ireland?
yes, Your Honor.
926-7528, a good phone number?
Yes,
Wonderful. What else should I know about the lady before I sentence Miss Belcher?
Your Honor, my client did lose her job. She was working at DTE Energy. Her position is no longer available due to COVID. She is receiving unemployment benefits. And as far as the status of her license, she does still have some work to do before she has a valid license.
Yeah, I'm showing 4 clearances needed out of Detroit. You know about that, Miss Ireland?
I'm sorry.
I'm showing you that you need 4 clearances out of Detroit to get
Yes,
your license straight.
yes.
All right. Miss Ireland, is there anything you want me to consider before I set the terms of sentence for you?
No,
That's on Josh.
What do you want me to tell them to contact the
Yeah,
prosecutor?
tell him, and we'll let Josh know. You can send Josh a chat. All right, anything else before I sentence on Ireland?
No, Your Honor.
Miss Ireland, fines and costs on that added charge, $650. I can give you a monthly payment plan, or I can give you a due date if you can pay it within 30 days. What works best for you?
a payment plan.
How much can you pay every month and when can you start?
I can pay $120 every month. I can start March 11th. That's the next time I get paid, I believe, or March 13th is the next day I get paid.
All right, that's a Saturday, so I'm gonna go to March 19th. Anytime
Okay.
between now and March 19th, you can get started.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna set you up at $100 a month minimum. You can always pay extra.
Okay.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. iPhone in the pink coat, what's your name?
Lantea Clark?
Clark?
Yes.
All right, I am going to rename you and stick you in the waiting room till we're ready for you.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, Mr. Jadala,
Judge, I'm sorry, what was Clark's first name?
I got her.
All right.
Yes, Judge. Good morning.
Good
morning,
morning.
everyone.
Paula, why don't you bring in Miss, well, actually, yeah, let's take care of Burke first. Mr. Piotrowski, are we ready on Mr. Burke?
We are, and you said that name perfectly. I appreciate that. Thank you. For the record, David Piotrowski on behalf of Mr. Burke.
And what do we have today?
This is gonna, sorry. Your Honor, this will be a guilty plea to disorderly person, 6-month deferment. If he stays out of trouble for 6 months, non-public record made of the issue.
All right.
And we'd ask for non-reporting probation if that will be available at the proper time.
All right, Mr. Burke, do you understand the added charge of disorderly person carries a possible penalty of up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs?
Yes, sir.
You've gone over your rights with Mr. Piotrowski. You understand those rights and options.
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the added charge?
Yes.
Tell me what happened on May 14, 2014 in the city of Romulus that makes you think you're guilty of the charge? Or Mr. Piotrowski, would it be easier for you to voir dire?
Yes, it would. Mr. Burke, on that date and time in that city named by the judge, were you an employee of a like a convalescent home?
Yes, sir. They were called Covenant to Care.
Okay. And how long you had been an employee there?
At that time, I would say about 6 months, almost a year.
All right. And had at that time and date, had you become disorderly, causing a scene by some of your actions?
On that day, yes.
Okay. Your Honor, are you satisfied with that fact?
I am if you are.
Thank you. Satisfied.
Yeah. Mr. Burke, got your address on Braille Street, correct?
No, we need to change that, please.
Go ahead.
8451 Winston Lane, Dearborn Heights, 48127.
Winston Lane, two different words?
Yes, but Lane is abbreviated for LN, so you just put it like that.
And what's your zip again?
48127.
And how about a phone number for the file?
313-699-1120.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, anything else before I set terms of sentence, gentlemen?
No, Your Honor, please consider a non-reporting term of probation.
Absolutely. Mr. Burke, I'm going to do a delayed sentence under 771.1. In essence, all you have to do is stay out of trouble for 6 months and pay your court costs of $500. I can give you a due date if it's within 30 days, or I can set you up with a monthly payment plan.
I would do the monthly payment plan right now. That'd be more comfortable and less.
Sure.
You know,
How much per month?
I'm gonna do 100.
And when
Just
can
go
you
ahead.
start?
Let me see. I'm gonna say within 2 weeks. If I need to change that, can I reach out to my lawyer and then we can reach out
No,
to the
let's just
court?
give you 3 weeks.
Okay, that's perfect. That's
You
perfect.
can always pay it early.
Yes, sir.
Okay? You sure 3 weeks
Yes, sir.
gives you enough time to get started?
Okay. What date will that put us at? So
That would be the
I can write it down.
26th.
326. Okay.
All right. Anything else, gentlemen?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
too. Be safe. Thank you, Mr. Burke.
Thank you, Mr. Petrus.
Mr. Jadala, I'm bringing in Ms. Drew.
Hello? I'm
Good
here.
morning, Ms. Drew.
Good morning.
Your Honor, I have numerous matters today, and looking over my notes, some of them are set for pretrial, some of them are set for final pretrial. I'm not sure which individual ones are for which kind of proceeding.
Your Honor, if I may, this was
Yeah,
set for
Drew,
final
go ahead.
pretrial.
Yeah, Drew was set for a final.
Your Honor, I have tried to reach out to the complaining witness on this case. It was a 2013 case. Despite my numerous attempts, I have not been able to reach out to them. I would request an adjournment. I am sure Brother Counsel will have a motion on this matter.
And Your Honor, that is correct. Attorney Samer Jadala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Ms. Drew. At this time, Your Honor, respectfully request a dismissal on this matter.
Yeah, I'll dismiss this without prejudice. Just for the record, it looks like this is 1, 2, 3. Looks like this is the 4th or 5th pretrial that's been scheduled. This case goes back to 2013. So, Ms. Drew, this is dismissed without prejudice. That means the prosecutor could refile the charge. Understood?
Yes.
All right. You're all set. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
And Paula, let's find out who these phones are. I can't hear you over the heaters.
Sam's client, Simona Johnson, is also in the waiting room.
Okay.
I'm going to send chats to both of these.
Mr. Jadala, bringing Miss Johnson in.
Yes, Judge.
This looks like it was just an adjourned pretrial.
For Simona Johnson, I had a final pretrial. You have an adjourned pretrial?
Yeah, my note says discovery adjournment.
I don't know.
What do you got on that one, Mr. Kaplan?
For Simona, there is no complaining witness to show up on this. This was just a adjournment. I believe I sent you the police report. I can resend it to you.
Please do.
Good morning, Miss Johnson.
Good morning.
You want to put Miss Johnson in back in the waiting room until you get a chance to review that, or what do you want to do?
Your Honor, I can review it with her simultaneously if you don't mind. Put her in a breakout
Put her in a
room.
breakout?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Miss Johnson, we're going to put you in a private breakout room with your attorney.
Okay, thank you.
And looks like we lost Miss Belcher.
Her client is in the waiting room.
Yeah.
And the iPhone, please unmute yourself. Can you tell me what your name is, please?
Richard
iPhone?
Howell.
I'm sorry, Richard Howell.
Richard
Okay.
Howell.
Thank you.
Richard
attorney-
Howell.
Yes, thank you. Your attorney was just in the waiting room. Tiffany
Hello?
Howell.
Hello?
Mr. Howell, we do hear you.
Oh,
Your attorney had just checked in and now she's gone. So we'll put you back in the waiting room till she checks in again.
okay.
It's also his sister, so I'm sure she'll be back.
Okay. Galaxy 10 still has not connected.
Good morning, Jim.
Morning, Your Honor. How are you?
Wonderful. Which case are you on?
6388 Inkster Road, Stateside Investment Limited.
I know there is counsel on this for stateside. He has reached out to me. I directed the building department.
All right, yeah, last name is Holmes. All right. Jim, we're going to put you back in the waiting room until we get something ready to go on that one. Hey, I want to talk to you about the idea of doing a training session. What I'd like to do is have maybe you talk it up in the department, find out what your guys would like to hear about.
Okay.
I'm assuming that agenda you sent me was just to kind of see the format, because that's not the kind of stuff I can talk about, obviously.
Right, it was just a format on what.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, we have to submit that to the state of Michigan
Yep.
to get
To
their
get it
approval.
approved. Yeah, so you guys get credit, sure. But I'd love it. I'd like to put something together. If you guys give me an idea what kind of stuff you want to hear about.
Okay,
You know, I thought just, you know, how to handle yourself on a witness stand, maybe how to handle yourself if they call you in for a deposition, that kind of stuff.
yeah, and things like we're doing today too. This, you know.
Yeah, yeah, good point. Yeah, because this ain't going away anytime soon.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, I'll check with the board and,
Yeah.
and ask for their input.
Yeah, give some thought to that, and then maybe I can put something together.
Great, we appreciate that.
Sticking you back in the waiting room.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Clark, I think we're ready for you. I've got a file from November 3rd, 2020. The charge is malicious destruction of private property. The prosecutor, Mr. Kaplan, who's joining us on Zoom, has made a plea offer. If
Okay.
you enter a plea of guilty to this charge and you agree to pay restitution of $500 to the victim complainant in this matter, then the prosecutor is recommending a 4-month delayed sentence. What that means is, as long as you stay out of trouble for that 4 months, pay whatever court costs I assess and the restitution, then at the end of 4 months, this would be dismissed. It would not go on your record and stay there as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand the offer that's being made by the prosecutor?
Yeah, but I don't understand why I'm getting charged for this when I didn't do anything.
Okay, I didn't charge you, so
Like-
I can't
Well, I'm
answer that
saying-
question.
Okay, I understand that. Well, I didn't even know this was filed or anything because I just got the papers because I missed the first court date because I didn't even know I had a court date.
Okay,
I didn't know about none of this stuff. So
all right. Would you like to talk to an attorney about this? I can put you in contact with our court-appointed attorney today.
yeah, I haven't talked to anybody. Yes.
Okay.
If you could.
Yep, I can do that.
Okay.
And it looks like we've got a couple other files from Van Buren Township. No proof of insurance and equipment violation. Looks like you missed a payment in February.
Well, I missed it, but I was late because I didn't have the money, so I didn't pay it, but I did pay it. I paid it like a day late.
All right, so you paid it on the 23rd?
Yeah. I put it in the Dropbox.
All right, you didn't put cash in the Dropbox, did you?
Yeah.
Did you have your name on it at least?
I had the little envelope, the little things you guys gave us. I ripped it out and put it in there.
And how much did you pay that day?
50.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna put you in the waiting room until we can hook you up with the attorney.
Your Honor, who's
Okay.
the House counsel today?
I think
Hang on.
Jadala is House counsel today.
I'm talking with Heather right now. She said it looks like Royce Nunley from 8:30 to 12:30, but we also have Sam on the docket a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and Royce didn't think he had anything. Royce definitely didn't think he was House counsel today.
Yeah, so I was just gonna send the police report, so I guess whenever we know who she's gonna be meeting with.
Why don't you just send it to Mr. Jadala?
Okay.
Sam's back in from the,
Yeah. Paula, go ahead and put Miss Clark in the breakout room, and then we'll stick Mr. Jadala in there when he's done.
okay.
Mr. Jadala, Mr. Kaplan is going to send you a police report on Miss Clark's file. The plea offer is a 4-month delayed sentence, restitution of $500.
All right,
Should have in your email.
thank you.
And we do have Mr. Nunley back in.
All right. You gonna put Miss Clark in a breakout?
I just did.
Well, she didn't go anywhere.
Ms. Clark, you have to press join. You're gonna get an alert on your screen. Press join, and I'll be in there
Alright.
shortly, okay?
I'm looking
Okay,
for
have
it.
you got any?
She shouldn't have to because I've got it
No,
on
you should be
automatic.
doing it manually. Yeah.
I've got it, yeah.
What are we doing on Ms. Johnson's file, Mr. Jadala?
Yeah, and we're gonna be asking for a Zoom bench trial.
There, I got her in there.
Paula, bench trial
Yeah.
date? You're muted. I can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
All right. That was me, ma'am. We can do it on the 18th at 11 o'clock. Or that
Ms.
date
Jo-
that I have on your desk.
Ms. Johnson, that work?
You said the 18th at 11 o'clock?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, that'll work.
Mr. Jadala, that works for you?
That's March 18th, 11 o'clock, Judge.
Correct.
And Your Honor, I just tell the judge that's fine with me. I am going to be the MIDC for Judge Green. So usually we're pretty quick, but if it takes any longer, I'll be right over when I finish the docket.
Yeah, just let us know what's going on.
Absolutely.
Because
Okay.
this is an officer case, the trial should be going through, just so, for scheduling.
Thanks. You all set, Ms. Johnson?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Sam, I'm going to join you with Ms.
Ms. Clark,
Clark.
thank you.
Hello?
John, what's your name?
Hello?
John,
Yes.
what's your name?
John?
Really? Do you
John
have a
Lam-
last name, John?
John Emerson Lamro?
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna put you in the waiting room till we're ready for you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to bring Royce in, Judge, and his client, Betty Jo Keynes, is in the waiting room.
Okay.
Royce, we do have Betty Jo Keynes in here now.
Okay. Is this the other discovery issue case you were telling me about?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Kaplan, ears on?
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
Betty Jo Keynes, Mr. Nunley tells me there's an ongoing discovery issue.
I reached out, I haven't heard back today, to Ramsey at the Romulus Records, sorry, got beeping going on. So I reached out to Ramsey to see what's going on that. I have not heard back at this point. I will be at the police station on Monday, so I was gonna make sure it was done when I'm there, if not sooner. So I guess we request a final adjournment on this case.
Mr. Nunley, I'm going to adjourn this till March 18, 8:30 in the morning, if it works with you and Ms. Keynes. And I made myself a note. This is the last adjournment. So if we're still talking about discovery, make a motion.
Okay, March 18th. At what time did you say, Judge?
8:30.
Got it.
Ms. Keynes, understood?
Yes,
We're gonna take care of this one way or the other on the 18th, hopefully.
thank you. I appreciate it.
And just so you know, Royce, I did speak to the complaining witness on this case. He wants to continue with the charges.
Okay. Thanks, Josh.
All right, Ms. Keynes, have a nice day.
You too. Thank you.
You guys.
iPhone, are you connected?
Yes,
What is your name?
Richard Howell.
All right, Mr. Howell.
Still waiting on your attorney, Mr. Howell.
Let's rename him.
I just did.
Tiffany
Right, but, oh, you put him in there, okay. Galaxy is not paying attention to the chats or trying to connect. Olivia Rosario does not have an attorney and she's up at 9:30.
Court with your name, Paul.
All right, I covered the camera so you can figure it out. So
Rosario, are you on?
Yes.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. Good.
I have two files here from February 13, 2020. Reckless driving and fail to obey a police officer. These are each punishable by up to $500 fines plus court costs, each one up to 93 days in jail. And let's see, looks like the prosecutor made an offer on this file. Mr. Kaplan, if I'm reading this correctly, you're offering Mr. Rosario a careless driving civil infraction to make the reckless driving go away, and he pleads guilty to the fail to obey, correct?
Yep, yes, Your Honor. Reckless
All
driving
right.
is a point violation and results in a suspension of your license.
All right, Mr. Rosario, do you understand the offer that's being made by the prosecutor?
So there's points, or can you repeat it again?
Yeah, careless driving is the offer, which is a 3-point, I believe, Mr. Kaplan, or 4?
3-point.
3-point. The reckless driving is, I believe, 6 points, isn't it, Mr. Kaplan?
6 points and a 90-day suspension.
Right. Understood, Mr. Rosario?
I do understand. I don't know if you realize I'm a CDL truck driver. That's what I do for a living. And if I get like a careless, I mean, they're going to fire me. I mean, I definitely did have a bad day that day. And, you know, I drive over 70,000 miles a year all over the country. It's definitely not me. I definitely made a mistake.
All right, I'm not the one making the offer, so I don't know if that information changes Mr. Kaplan's offer or not. Mr. Kaplan?
Your Honor, I would do a 1-year deferred on the fail to obey a police officer with the careless accident or the careless driving, but there's no other further reductions on this matter.
All right. Understand, Mr. Rosario?
I understand.
So the delayed sentence on the misdemeanor fail to obey would give you a chance to keep that off your permanent record, but you'd still end up with the careless on your driving record, the civil infraction. Have you talked to an attorney about your options, or would you like to speak to an attorney about your options? We've got a court-appointed attorney that could talk to you today.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. we'll put you in a breakout room and send Mr. Jadala in to see you as soon as he's done on his next file.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Jadala, Mr. Rosario is charged with reckless and fail to obey. The offer is fail to obey on a delayed sentence and careless instead of reckless.
And the police report is on its way.
Just real fast, guys, I don't mind. I don't think I'm House Counsel today. I just have a whole bunch of pre-trials with you guys. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, then I'll just stay where I'm at and continue going.
Actually, I just stuck you with it because I knew you were on the docket a lot, and Royce, who we have down as House Counsel, didn't have himself down as House Counsel.
All right, I'll do everything I can for you, Judge.
I know you will. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Paula, can you put Mr. Rosario in a breakout? Are we ready on Ms. Clark?
We are, Judge.
And what are we doing?
Your Honor, we're asking for a final pretrial where all witnesses must appear, Your Honor.
Any objection to that, Mr. Kaplan?
No, Your Honor.
How about the 18th, 8:50? March 18, 8:50 a.m.
Fine with me, Judge.
Hey, John.
Ms. Clark, that work for you? You're muted, Ms. Clark.
Oh, sorry.
March 18th, 8:50 a.m.
I don't get off of work until 8. I work midnights, so I don't get off of work until 8. So that might be a little be pushing it because I still have to get my kids to school.
I can give you a little bit later in the morning if you want.
If you don't mind, just so I can get my kids off to school.
All right. Mr. Jadala, 9:20 help you, ma'am?
Yes, that's fine.
That's fine with me, Judge.
Okay, done. You're all set, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Paula, would you bring the Howells in?
And we also have Attorney Michael Holmes in there, so. And Sam, I'll stick you in that breakout.
Who was Holmes' client? Was Holmes the
one that
stateside?
Wagenka's waiting on.
Good morning, Ms. Howell.
Good morning.
Your appearance for Mr. Howell.
Yes, Tiffany Howell on behalf of defendant Richard Howell, P79667.
And Mr. Howell, can you hear us okay?
Yes.
All right. And Ms. Howell, we've got a plea agreement or a plea offer that's been made by Mr. Kaplan in the file. Let's see what we got. All right, what he's offering is if Mr. Howell pleads to the MDOP, the fighting would be dismissed and the MDOP would be taken under a 4-month delayed sentence under 771.1.
Your Honor, it's my understanding that my client is not interested in doing that because in this case, he was the victim and.
Okay. You want to set it for trial then?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Howell, have you discussed with your client bench trial versus jury?
Your Honor, we're going to do a jury trial.
All right. Mr. Kaplan, would a final pretrial do any good on this one?
I'm going to speak
Or
to
the complainant to.
There's multiple witnesses and the other party in this. So yeah, final pretrial, just so I can speak to them. Whenever we get to that place where we're going to have jury trials again.
All right.
Your Honor,
just so you both know, when we get to the point where we're scheduling jury trials, every case in the queue is going to get set for a final pretrial because some of these cases have been waiting for a long time.
okay. Your Honor,
So,
if it's possible, at the final pretrial, could we have the complainant come in so we can ensure that he does want to go forward with this case? Because I don't know if you do that, but I know at 36th District Court, the complainant witnesses.
I do that a lot, but my problem with it now is I can't. Well, you know what? I probably do that. Let's set for a final pretrial.
Well, Your Honor, because the fighting charge, it's not there. There's both parties were in the fighting charge, so I don't, and there's witnesses to this case, so I don't necessarily need the complaining witness that will testify to the fight or to watching the destruction of the property afterwards.
Well,
I would request that it just be set for a final pretrial. if, and certainly if I, as you know, Your Honor, if I can't get a hold of the witnesses or the other party that can testify to this, I'm not going to have a jury come to the court on that day. So,
All right.
And Your Honor, just
Go
for the
ahead.
record, I also have witnesses who are going to testify that the complainant is the one who attacked my client. And I also have video of the complainant chasing my client with a pipe or something, and my client running and screaming for help. So
Okay.
I do
So-
think that the complainant is necessary.
What I'm doing is I noted in the file, we're set for jury trial. And then when we open up that process, then we'll schedule it for a final pretrial.
Okay.
All right. Thank you both.
thank you, Your Honor.
You're all set, Mr. Howell.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
You're
so,
welcome.
so are we just waiting for the date for the?
Yeah, because
jury
I have
trial?
no idea when we're going to set jury trials.
Okay, so the court will let me know?
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
you're all set. Mr. Jidala, are you ready on Rosario?
You are, sir.
What are we doing?
Your Honor, my client's going to take the plea today.
All right, Mr. Rosario, you're going to plead responsible to careless driving, correct?
Yes,
And you're going to plead guilty to fail to obey a police officer, correct?
yes,
And you know what the possible penalty is on the misdemeanor fail to obey?
can we go over?
Up to $500 fines plus court costs, up to 93 days in jail.
Yes,
And you've discussed your rights with counsel. You understand your rights and options.
yes.
All right. I'll accept your responsible plea. Tell me what happened on 12/13/20 in Romulus that makes you think you're guilty of fail to obey.
On that date and time, Mr. Rosario, were you given a command by a police officer that you failed to follow?
Yes,
I'm satisfied, Judge.
As am I, thank you. Sir, I've got your address on Beverly Road, is that correct?
yes, sir.
And Josh, this was a delayed sentence on the misdemeanor, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, 12 months.
Thank you. Mr. Rosario, can I get a phone number to put on the file?
Yeah, 734-686-4348.
Thank you, sir. Who do you work for? Who do you drive for, sir?
All Around Moving in Romulus,
And how long have you been with the company?
10 years.
Thank you. Mr. Rosario, is there anything you want to tell me before I set terms of sentence on the misdemeanor?
No, sir.
All right, on the careless driving, fines a cost $180. On the misdemeanor, I'll do a 12-month delayed sentence. During that time period, stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses, and court costs set in the amount of $500. On both files, a total is $680. I can give you a due date within 30 days, or I can set you up with monthly payments, whatever works for you.
Due date.
So you can pay that full amount within 30?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions, sir?
No,
Good luck to you.
thank you.
You're welcome, sir. All right, Samir, we're gonna send you back in the waiting room with, who's in the waiting room, Paula, or the breakout room? Oh, I thought we had somebody in the breakout room. Never mind, Samir.
Judge, do you mind if I jump over to Judge Green's? Let her know
No,
what's going
go
on?
ahead. Go
I'll
ahead.
be right back.
I'm sorry, before you start with Mr. Holmes, I have Christine just texted me and says that she has Grover Lane on the phone. He has no idea how to get through on the Zoom. Do you want me just to get his phone number and we can call him?
Yeah, what time is he? Oh, I got him. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Your appearance for stateside investment, please.
Michael Holmes, Your Honor, on behalf of Stateside Investment LTD.
All right, and Mr. Kaplan, where are we at with this one?
I spoke with Mr. Holmes earlier this week and gave him the information to contact Mr. McCrate from the building department. I don't know if a connection's been made. Certainly with the issuing officer here, if they want to go into a breakout room, discuss this, As of right now, I don't think there's a resolution in this case, though. So an adjournment probably would be the result unless told otherwise.
Mr. Holmes, would it be helpful to have a breakout room with the officer that wrote the tickets?
Yeah, I don't think it would hurt, Your Honor.
Okay.
As you know, I was just retained and I did reach out to counsel earlier this week. We did make contact. I was hoping to get an adjournment to schedule a meeting at the property to go over the open items and see what can be done, if we can get a timeline, et cetera.
Sure. Why don't I put you in with Officer Wagenka, and maybe you can, you two fellows can come up with a better timeline so I can give you a new pretrial date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Got that, Jim?
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Paula will put you fellows in a breakout. Josh, I'm going to talk to John Lamoureux. You made an offer on that one.
Yep.
Mr. Lamoureux, can you hear me?
I'm sorry. Yes, I do.
I've got a file from December 1, 2020. You were charged with the crime of trespassing. That is punishable by up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes, but I got to explain to you that my brother used my name. And
Okay.
I plan on pressing charges on him. I'm suing him for using my name.
All right. So this wasn't you on December 1st in Romulus that got in trouble with the police.
No, it wasn't. No.
Okay.
100% not.
Okay. Mr. Kaplan, does that help? Does that do anything for us, or should we just set this for trial?
Set it for trial. There was 2 subjects thought to be brothers at the store who were not supposed to be there.
All right.
Both were supposedly high on narcotics at the time.
All right, Mr. Lamoureux, I'm going to set this for trial because it's a criminal trial. You have 2 options. You can have a bench trial or a jury trial. Do you understand the difference between the 2, sir?
Yes.
All right.
Because me and my brother look just alike. He looks just like me. He knows my he knows my date. He knows my birth date, everything.
Okay, that doesn't help me with where we're at right now. Right now, I need you to make a decision on what kind of trial do you want. And you understand the difference? You understand the difference between a bench and a jury?
A bench trial with a judge, a jury trial will be a jury's on the side.
Correct. The judge makes the legal decisions in both trials, but with a bench trial, the judge makes the factual decisions as well. And with a jury trial, the jury makes the factual decisions.
Okay, I'll have a jury trial.
All right. And you're going to do this without an attorney?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, I would like an attorney though.
Okay. Have you requested one?
No, I haven't requested one yet. Not just yet. No.
All right. I'll put you in the waiting room until we have an attorney available to talk to you, and then we'll let you talk to the attorney.
All right. Okay.
Nobody else in the waiting room right now, Josh.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Hey, Josh, have you heard anything from anybody from Premium Home Realty?
I believe that's gonna be a dismissal on this case. But that the building, I think, let me just look at my, yeah, the building department asked me to dismiss this. I haven't heard from anybody.
Thank you.
Judge, I got the phone number for Grover Lane.
Hold on just a minute. Go ahead.
It is 734-410-1890.
Thank you.
And there's no attorney on it, so.
Yep. And Josh, it looks like there's no offer made on this one yet.
On Mr. Lane?
Correct. I've got a plea agreement in the file,
Yeah.
but there's nothing on it.
Yeah, it was a straight up, if you please.
Oh,
It
gotcha.
was believed to be intoxicated.
All right, plea to what?
It was just plead to leaving the scene of the accident.
Gotcha.
He was believed to be intoxicated.
Thank you.
Judge Oakley, do you know if Judge Green is on the bench? I was in the waiting room and I was never let in.
I do not know that, but we can probably figure that out.
Okay.
Paula, would you see if you can figure that out with somebody?
Working on it right now.
Thank you, Paula.
Hello?
Grover Lane, please.
Hello?
Grover Lane?
Yes.
Brian Oakley calling from the 34th District Court. Good morning.
Good morning.
I've got you on the speakerphone in my courtroom. I've got joining us on Zoom. I've got Mr. Kaplan, who is the prosecutor for the city of Romulus. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I've got a file with your name on it from August 6, 2020. The charge is fail to stop or identify after a property damage accident. That does carry a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs, also up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand the possible penalty?
Yes, sir.
And generally speaking, do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you know how you want to plead today?
Yeah, guilty. I already seen the photos and paid my fine and,
Oh, what fine have you paid, sir?
the fine for the ticket.
Oh, the improper lane use ticket.
Yeah.
Okay, that doesn't take care of this file, understood? This is a separate charge.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. And you're willing to go forward today without benefit of an attorney?
Yes, sir.
All right, on August 6, 2020, were you involved in a property damage accident in the city of Romulus?
Yes, sir.
And at that time, did you fail to stop or identify yourself as required by law?
Yes, sir.
I will accept your guilty plea. I've got your address on Harriet, correct?
Yes, sir.
Obviously, I've got a good phone number for you.
Yes, sir.
And are you working?
Yes, I am.
Who do you work for, sir?
Davenport Construction in Belleville.
How long you been with Davenport?
3 years.
Okay. Is there anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you today?
No, sir.
All right. This is unusual. You actually got ticketed by a conservation officer.
Yeah.
You just happened to be in the area or what?
I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Are you ready for sentence, Mr. Lane?
Yes, sir.
All right. Fines and costs on this file, $600. I can set you up with a due date if you can pay it within 30 days, or I can set you up with a monthly payment plan.
I can do it within 30 days.
Any questions?
No, sir.
You're all set.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Sam, did you get your chat from me?
Yes, and I just sent you, I think I need to talk to a Mr. Lemereau, and then I'll go back to Judge Green. I just wanted you to let her know that once I talk to Lemereau, I'll go back there.
Okay, I'll let Michelle know.
Thank you so much.
Samir, Mr. Lamoureux was charged with trespass. He claims it was his brother, so he wants a jury trial.
I got an email from Josh. I want to talk to him, see if we could get an adjournment to figure if he's going to file charges or not.
All right, we'll put you in the breakout with the gentleman.
Thank you.
Josh, I don't know if you're keeping track of files or not, but if somebody's more than a half hour past their scheduled time, which really makes them 45 minutes late, I'm just putting them in my no-show pile. And I've done that with Mosley, Rosalind Johnson, Mensler, Schrock, and Claybon.
Okay.
I just sit on them until the end of the call, see if they show up late.
I just want to let you guys know we never made it to the.
I'm
breakout.
setting it up again.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Holmes, did you get enough time with Mr. Waginka?
We were just wrapping up. It was a good conversation.
This is John Lambro.
Okay,
John, I'm going to be speaking to you in a minute. Just be patient.
You know, maybe a couple more minutes just to wrap up.
Sure.
Thank you.
Got that, Paula?
I am, sir. How's our girl doing?
She's good. She started preschool on Monday.
Oh my gosh, can you
They
believe
finally
that?
they finally let it put it back in person. So she's loving it. She feels like a big kid now. And her birthday's Friday. She turns 5. So she's having a good week.
Oh. Well, tell her happy birthday.
I will.
I'll have to get her something.
Oh, you don't have to do anything, but it's appreciated.
Oh, I know, but you know I love doing that.
I know. It's always been very sweet of you.
Our little guy thinks he's a professional Hall of Famer now. He goes to his daddy's hockey games, and then he comes home and he gets his hockey stick and runs through the house like he's skating. And then he'll hit the puck and go, goal.
Yeah, I just I've been going to skate classes with Shay. Parent taught skating together, so it's been fun teaching her how to skate.
Yeah, Tommy, I mean, he's been skating since he was 4, you know.
That's,
sturdy.
that's when I started, was 3 or 4, so I got her on skates at 4.
Well, we do have somebody in the waiting room, but that's Sam's client. So I'm
Okay.
going to wait till Sam comes back in.
Okay, perfect.
Hello?
Just be patient, Mr. Lamoureux. The judge will call the case. Just be patient.
Oh, okay.
Sam, we do have Norton in the waiting room, okay?
I'm sorry, who was that?
Tora Norton.
Okay,
Okay, just whenever you're done, I'll let you know.
thank you.
So he told you exactly what I told you to do.
Yeah, he told me exactly what you said. Make a report, make a fucking police report on my brother.
Mr. Lamoureux, you're live. Either mute yourself if you're going to talk, or just let's wait for the judge to call your case, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Jadala, your appearance for Mr. Lamoureux.
Respect for Your Honor, Sam Jadala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Lamoureux. Your Honor, at this time, we're going to request an adjournment. Mr. Lamoureux needs to do some housekeeping prior to us returning and me and the prosecutor having another discussion.
March 18th, give you enough time?
March 18th should be more than enough. Isn't that correct, Mr. Lamoureux?
Yeah, that's correct.
I'll enter a not guilty plea for Mr. Lamoureux and schedule this for 8:50 on March 18.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're all set, Mr. Lamoureux.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Josh, if you could send me the Teron Norton, I believe, stuff so I could speak to him in the breakout room. And if there's any
Yeah.
offers, please.
Samir, are you going to 3 now for a bit?
I believe I have one more person in the breakout room, in the waiting room. I'll talk with them and then I'll go there and make sure everything's okay over there.
Okay, you want me to stick you in the breakout room now, Sam?
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And where are we at on stateside, fellas?
Judge, we had a very productive conversation in the breakout room. What I've requested from the city is a 45-day extension. We went over the outstanding items. I'm going to follow up with Carol Mays on a couple questions I have. And then we're going to follow through on a few items. And I think the goal is to essentially show some good faith effort on the part of my client to move forward with some of these items and then revisit it 45 days hereafter with the adjournment. Hopefully, we can get it dismissed by that time.
All right, I'm just going to make a note. We're going to adjourn a pretrial for at least 45 days. We'll let the clerks pick a date and send out notices.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Your Honor.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you, everyone.
Shannon Buchanan at 950 is in the waiting room. She does not have an attorney. You want me to bring her in?
Please.
Thank you. There has to be some way we can communicate to these people to have their audio up.
iPhone, what is your name? iPhone, what's your name?
Keith Hill.
Hill, Hill.
Yes.
We're gonna relabel you and put you in the breakout room till we're ready for you.
Okay, thank you.
What was the first name, Judge?
Keith. Ms. Buchanan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
I can. I've got two files from January 24, 2011.
Yes, sir.
Paula, what happened to Mr. Upshaw?
He's in the
Pardon me?
waiting room.
Yeah, I brought him in once. He went away.
Oh, I didn't.
Ms. Upshaw, I've got two files, trespassing and disorderly intoxication, each one punishable by up to 93 days in jail, each one punishable by up to $500 fines plus court costs. Do you understand the charges and the possible penalties?
Yes, sir.
I've got a plea offer in the file. The prosecutor for the city of Romulus says if you plead guilty to trespassing, the disorderly intoxication would be dismissed. The trespass would be taken under a 12-month delayed sentence. That means for 12 months, you stay out of trouble, no criminal charges, pay the fines and costs I order, and at the end of 12 months, the trespass would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a part of a permanent criminal history. Do you understand the offer presented by the prosecution?
Yes, sir, Editor.
Are you prepared to go forward today, ma'am, without benefit of an attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know what you want to do with the offer?
I'll take the offer, please.
All right, give me just a minute. Good morning, Mr. Upshaw. Calling in for Mr. Crawford?
Yes.
All right, I do not have him in my waiting room yet.
Okay, Miss. Okay, let me double check. She should be.
Thank you. Ms. Buchanan, were you somewhere on
Yes,
January
sir.
24, 2021? Were you in Romulus that you were not supposed to be at?
Yes, sir.
Where were you at?
Howard Johnson.
Thank you. I've got your address on John Hicks. Is that a good address? Ms. Buchanan?
Hello, I'm sorry.
Got your address on John Hicks. Is that a valid address?
Yes, sir.
And are you working?
No, I'm not right now, Your Honor.
When's the last time you had a job?
March of last year,
Where were you working then?
Northside Hardware in Wayne, Michigan.
And how long had you been at the hardware?
I was there from October of 2020 or 2019 to the beginning of March of 2020.
Thank you. Anything else you would like me to consider before I set the terms of your sentence?
I have 4 kids at home that are at homeschool right now, and I'm a single mom.
All right, I'll work with you on the money. You got a phone number I can put on the file?
Yes, sir. It's hold on 1 second, please. I just got my phone. Okay, it's 67734-673-7901.
All right, I'll delay sentence for 12 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble. No new criminal charges. Court costs are assessed the amount of $350. You want to do that with monthly payments? If so, how much per month? When
Yes.
can you start?
I can start $50 a month, if that's good.
Starting when?
The week of March 9th. I gotta do my unemployment on the 8th, so
All right, so
I'll be
next
able to
week.
do it. Yes,
All right, I'll give you Friday the 12th. How's that?
that sounds excellent. Thank you.
All right, so that's a week from tomorrow.
Okay,
You're all set.
Thank you. Thank you,
You're
Your Honor.
welcome.
Have a great
Counsel,
day.
your appearance for Mr. Norton.
Your Honor, respectfully, Sam Rigidala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Norton. Your Honor, I've had the opportunity to speak to Mr. Norton. Your Honor, Mr. Norton understands the rights that he's waiving today by pleading guilty to 1 count of driving while license suspended. Pursuant to the plea, the trespass and the tampering charges are being dismissed.
Mr. Norton,
unmute-
go ahead.
Mr. Norton, unmute yourself for the judge, please.
Mr.
Yes, how you
Norton, is
doing?
that your understanding?
Yes,
You understand the possible penalty for the drove while license suspended, revoked, or denied?
yes,
Understand that there are some license sanctions with Secretary of State.
yes,
All right, on July 30th, 2018, did you drive a vehicle in Romulus while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied?
yes.
I'll accept your plea to that charge, dismiss the 2 companion cases in keeping with the agreement with the prosecutor's office.
Okay.
I've got your address on Braille, is that right?
Well, I don't live in Michigan anymore. I'm currently in Mississippi.
Can I have an address?
285 PONTOTOC, Louisville, Mississippi.
When you, I want to go back to the street name. It's P like
Pontotoc.
Paul.
P, yes.
So how do you
O,
say it? Pontotoc?
Yeah, Pontotoc, yes.
All right, what's the city?
Louisville, Mississippi, 39339.
And I've got a phone number, 248-881-8952.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Jadala, anything I should consider before I set terms of sentence?
Just that, Your Honor, he has left the state. He wanted to be upfront with you about leaving the state. He's seeking employment at the other state, Your Honor. He just needs some time to pay any costs and fines.
All right, Mr. Norton, anything you want me to consider, sir?
I'm actually currently working. I just started a job, so.
Good.
Yeah.
Where you working?
Progressive Metal. I'm a spot welder.
Beautiful, full-time?
Yeah, full time.
Good. Anything else?
No, that's all.
All right, fines and court costs on this drove while license suspended, $600. You want to make monthly payments? If so, tell me how much and when you can start.
I could pay $50 a month. We can start next Friday on the 12th.
Did you say 50?
Yes.
Okay, you got it. Any questions?
No, thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck with that new job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
Judge, we have a Benjamin Schrock who was scheduled at 9 o'clock this morning. It has MIDC beside his name, but doesn't give the.
All right. Do you have any idea who Samaritas is?
No, I have to bring
Find
him in
out.
to find out. Samaritas, can you tell me what your full name is?
Jennifer Moline.
Are you on the docket?
Yeah, today I had today at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Hang on. What judge is it that you're supposed to be
She's with Judge Oakley, Your Honor, or Paula.
at?
10 a.m.
I don't even have a 10 a.m.
I don't either.
Yeah, possession of narcotics paraphernalia. My docket says she's scheduled today at 10 a.m.
Huh. Heather just printed these for me.
Yeah,
this
I don't have a
morning.
file and she's not on the docket, Paula.
Let me find out. And what was your name? I'm sorry.
Jennifer Moline.
Okay.
Moline.
Yep.
Thank you. Let's see if we can figure out where your file's at.
Okay.
There we go. I'm going to call Heather. Hang on.
Mr. Hill, I've got a file from April 14, 2020. The charge is larceny under $200. Carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The prosecutor has made an offer on this file. If you plead guilty to the larceny charge, He's offering a 6-month delayed sentence. That means for 6 months, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses, pay court costs as ordered, and the matter would be dismissed at that point. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand the offer made by the prosecution?
Yes.
Are you prepared today to go forward without benefit of an attorney?
Yes.
What do you want to do?
Plead guilty.
On April 14, 2020, did you try to take some merchandise in the city of Romulus that did not belong to you?
Yes.
What was that?
There was some AirPods.
I'm sorry, some what?
Some AirPods.
What's an AirPod?
They like some
Earphones, earphones at the Amazon facility, Your Honor.
Thank you. I'll accept your plea. Putnam Street, good address for you?
Yes.
You got a phone number?
313-953-0017.
Do you have any criminal history?
No.
Anything you want me to consider before I set the terms of sentence?
That it was an honest mistake, and it never happened again.
How was taking something that didn't belong to you an honest mistake?
It was just something I didn't need, and I know I didn't need to do it.
Okay, brother, that's not an honest mistake. That's just a screw up.
Yeah.
An honest mistake is when you grab a phone that's on a counter and you walk out with it thinking it's yours and it's not.
Yeah, that's true.
You stole some shit and you got caught. That's not an honest mistake.
Yeah, that's true.
Because she's in the Samaritan's house. So evidently they had asked her to be a judge. And Josh got pissed off at before.
Okay. Mr. Kaplan on Moline.
Yes.
Yeah, she's in a rehab center and they contacted us and asked for an adjournment.
Okay.
So obviously they didn't get the message that it got adjourned. All right, Mr. Hill, I will go along with the prosecutor. I'll delay sentence for 6 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble. No more stupid mistakes.
All right.
Court costs are assessed in the amount of $500. I'll set you up a payment plan on a monthly basis. How much can you pay every month?
$100.
And when can you make the first one?
What's next Friday date? The 20th?
Next Friday is the 12th.
12th, well.
19th, want to go out next week?
Yeah, we can go 19th.
Any questions?
No.
You're all set.
Thank you.
Do you want me to bring her in?
I got her.
Okay.
Ms. Moline, the
Yes.
confusion is that we got a request from the rehab place where you're at to adjourn it, so we did.
So that's good, right? It's done.
Yeah, work your program.
Also, my purse is there. Could I give like somebody permission to get my purse? Because I need my ID and I've been here since
Your
12/17.
purse is where?
At the jail.
Okay.
Because it was at the hotel room where my boyfriend was there and he had my purse. I wasn't even there when my
So
name
you
was
think the
happening.
Romulus Police Department has your purse?
Yeah, I know they do. I need somebody. I need to like be okay that they can come pick it up because I don't get out of here till 3/16. I've been here, for 3 months.
Okay.
And I need my ID before I leave here.
Josh, if you tell the PD to release it to a certain named individual and she sends that person, do you think that'll work?
Yeah, I mean, I can't comment on what the police are willing to do on that, but that's what I would.
We can try it. Who do you want to pick it up?
Anthony Stefani. Or
And
my
he's got
mom is
ID?
Mary Moline.
Well, your mom or Anthony? Who's going to pick it up?
Anthony Stefani.
Okay, and he's got ID to show he's Anthony Stefani.
Yes.
All right, the prosecutor will let the PD know. Hopefully that'll work.
Okay, thank you so much.
Good luck where you're at.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Mr.
Paula,
Upshaw.
when was Upshaw's file scheduled? 9:30.
It's 9:30. Alexis Crawford.
Yeah, let's see what he wants to do. Then we'll talk to Schrock.
Okay.
Counsel, we still haven't seen your client.
Yes, I just got off and called her, and I'm gonna just sit here quietly. Thank you,
Okay,
Judge.
so she's calling in?
I called her father and told her she's not here.
Okay. All right, we'll watch for her. Mr. Schrock, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing?
Good. Mr. Schrock, I've got two files for November 27. I've got a disorderly, November 27, 19, I've got a disorderly intoxication. And for March 7, 20, I've got a disorderly intoxication. Each one is punishable by up to $500 fines plus court costs, each one up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The prosecutor's made an offer. If you plead to one count, the prosecutor would dismiss the second count, and the first count would be under a delayed sentence. That means for 12 months, you stay out of trouble, pay your court costs, then at the end of 12 months, the charge would not stay on your record. Do you understand the offer?
I do, and I accept.
All right. Are you willing to go forward without benefit of an attorney today?
Yes.
All right. November 27, 2019, were you in the city of Romulus?
Yes.
Were you intoxicated and disorderly on that date at that location?
I believe so, yes.
All right. I've got your address. I've accepted the plea to the November 27 charge, dismissed the March 7 charge. Showing your address on Grix, is that right?
Yes, sir.
How long have you lived there?
Many years.
Are you working?
No, but as soon as I finish my treatment, I do have a job offering.
Where are you treating at?
Oakdale.
Good. Great program. How long you been in?
3-4 days.
Oh, you're just getting started then?
Yeah.
All right. What's your drug of choice?
Alcohol.
All right. And phone number on the file, 307-9106. Is that a good number?
That is a great number for me.
Anything else you want me to consider before I sentence you?
No, but I would like you to run the dates by me one more time that I need to.
What dates?
The next time I need to.
Oh, you just got to stay out of trouble for 12 months.
Okay. All right. Not a problem. Thank you.
What's your program that you're in at Oakdale?
What's my?
Yeah, what are you in for? I mean, you went in with the idea you're doing a 30-day inpatient, or you're doing a 60-day inpatient? What are you doing?
I'm doing 30 inpatient.
All right, so 12 months, no new criminal offenses. You finish their 30 days, Oakdale's. You finish that, and I won't charge you any money.
Okay.
All right. So what you need to do is, as soon as you get through that, I'm assuming you're going to do the inpatient, then you're going to end up with some kind of outpatient aftercare program, right?
Yes, most definitely.
All right. So what you need to do, just like I told you, you had to pay money. You got to send me money. You got to send me documentation at the end of the 30-day program that you completed it successfully.
Definitely will do. Thank you.
All right. That's a pretty good deal, brother.
Yes, it is. Thank you very much.
I just paid you to stay sober. All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Looks like we're at a holding pattern.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Thanks for all your help, Josh, with all those emails. I appreciate you.
Oh, not a problem. My pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, that does seem to work fairly well.
It's the best just to have instant discovery and go over it with them immediately. I really appreciate it. That's great.
Josh, I just threw Thompson and Maddox into the no-show file, no-show pile.
Hey, Sam, are you there for a second?
I am.
I'm sending you police reports. We have trials scheduled at 11. Two defendants. I spoke to the complaining witness and his mother who was there. Two of the defendants are set for trial on this case. There was like five defendants altogether for assault and battery. So it's scheduled for 11. So I probably should send it to you since you're kind of taking over.
I am doing a trial at 11.
It's scheduled. It's scheduled for 11. So I'm assuming that assuming my complaining witnesses are going to show up, which I spoke to them a couple times now, including this week, they plan to. I'm assuming it's going to go through this one.
None of
Was
them
I on
having
any
it-
of the previous cases?
none of
I
them
mean,
having
was
it-
I at any of the previous hearings?
I don't know.
Yeah, none of them have an attorney on the 3 for the 11 o'clock, but they may ask for one.
Well, we'll figure it out. Send me the stuff, and I guess we'll figure it out. What are the charges? Do you know?
They're both assault and battery. I've offered 12 months deferred to both of them. Paula, can I go in a breakout room with Samer? Let's talk about it.
Yeah, there's also, I show 3 of them at 11.
Yeah, I haven't been able to speak to the
Okay.
witness on the other one, so that's why.
Thank you. Mr. Upshaw, we do have your client in the waiting room. I'm going to bring her in. Judge will be on the bench in just a moment. Mr. Upshaw? She's not connecting, Judge. I was hoping Mr. Upshaw could. Mr. Upshaw must have walked away. And Ms. Crawford is connected now.
Hello?
We're just trying to get your attorney on, so hang on one second.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you. Do you want me to contact his office to let him know?
No.
Back to his office?
Let me know what I'll talk to you about.
Representation with your attorney. Yes. Has your attorney done what he should? Has your attorney done what she should?
Mr. Upshaw?
Yes?
Okay, hang on just a minute. Judge will be right there.
Okay.
Ms. Crawford, you're still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mr. Upshaw, your appearance for Ms. Crawford, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, are you set? I'm sorry.
All set.
Okay, are we on the record?
We are.
All right, Your Honor, Randall Upshaw on behalf of Ms. Crawford, P number 43574. Your Honor, the prosecutor gave me a plea agreement. Ms. Crawford and I both signed it and emailed it to you and the prosecutor yesterday.
All right. I haven't seen it, so I'm assuming it's the plea to the disorderly 6-month under HIDA?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Ms. Crawford, you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes.
And you've discussed your rights with Mr. Upshaw. You understand those rights and the options they give you?
Yes, I have.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to this charge freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Counsel, would you like to do voir dire?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Crawford, on November the 8th, 2020, were you in the city of
Romulus?
Romulus. Ms. Crawford?
November 8th?
Yes. November
Yes.
6th, Your Honor, in the city of Romulus. Were you there, Ms. Crawford?
Counsel, my offense date shows November 10.
I have a different police report. We'll stipulate to November the 10th, Your Honor. Ms. Crawford, were you in Romulus on November the 10th?
I don't believe I was.
Could be that the appearance ticket's got the wrong date on it. Josh, can you shed any light on that?
The police report I have is November 6th at
Okay.
7:52 p.m.
Okay.
And that's the date I have, Your Honor.
That works. Go ahead.
Okay. Ms. Crawford, on that date, were you in the city of Romulus near Pine Woods Circle?
Yes.
And on that date, did you get loud and make enough noise to disturb the peace of the public?
Yes.
Yeah, and I think that's satisfactory.
I'm satisfied. Thank you. Ms. Crawford, I'm showing your address on Rossiter. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Phone number 610-1228.
Yes.
Thank you. And counsel, what else should I consider before I set the terms of sentence?
Your Honor, she's never been accused of a felony or anything of that nature. She's very young. She was acting outside of her normal self. She has recognized she cannot act inappropriately in public, Your Honor. I'll just ask for you to stick with the sentence agreement.
Thank you. And Ms. Crawford, is there anything you'd like me to consider, or has Mr. Upshaw covered it?
I believe Mr. Upshaw has represented me very well.
I would expect nothing less from Mr. Upshaw. I will go along with the recommendation. I will do a 6-month delayed sentence for 6 months under HIDA. Court costs are assessed the amount of $500. I can set you up with a monthly payment plan if that helps you, Ms. Crawford.
Yes, definitely.
How much per month and when can you start?
I can do $100 a month starting, is April 1st, okay?
Sure. All right. And any chance that you're going to move within the next 6 months?
No.
All right. If you do, let us know where to find you in case there's a notice we have to send you. Counsel, does that take care of it?
Yes, it does. And we thank this honorable court. Thank you.
You're welcome. Always a pleasure, counsel.
Okay, I think I have a kind of a suspicion that Ashley's Galaxy is the Ashley Mosley that was scheduled at 8:30. I'll find out.
Let's find out.
Hold on, Ada.
What is the name, please? Ashley?
Ashley Mosley.
Where you been?
I'm so sorry. I was so late to the meeting. I keep getting my dates mixed up. I'm working overnight. So
where you working at?
Domus Vita.
Good.
In Canton, Michigan.
All right. So I've got a file from January 4, misdemeanor charge of threats. Carries a possible penalty of up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes. Can I speak really quick? I'm trying to get in contact with the officer who made the report. We had spoke through this whole case, and he had called me back and told me that the case was going to be closed because, like I told him, it was my child's father using my name with his girlfriend in at a case that happened out in Romulus, and they went back up to the hotel where everything was supposed to happen at, and they wasn't able to identify the person, so they called me back and told me that the case was closed. I just called
34th District Court. They told me to get in contact with Romulus so they can contact you guys to relay the message far as that. But far as I'm concerned, I was told that the case was dismissed because I honestly had nothing to do with that.
Okay, who told you the case had been dismissed?
Officer Reyna.
Okay. I'm assuming that message didn't make it to you, Mr. Kaplan?
There's something in the police report, but there was never anything about dismissal.
You think it'd do any good for you to reach out to Officer Reyna?
Yeah, let me, if I may, Your Honor, I'll call Officer Rain and see if I can get a hold of him right now, if we can.
Okay, Ms. Mosley, give us a minute, see if the prosecutor can get a hold of that officer.
Okay, I tried to get a hold of him. They said he won't be into 3, but I'm pretty sure you guys can do something else. But
Let's find out.
Okay.
Attorney Jadala, are you just sticking around for the 11 o'clocks or just waiting to see if Ms. Mosley needs you?
Just waiting for the court to tell me what to do, Judge, because I'm logged on in downtown, just waiting for my case to be called at Frank Murphy. So I'll just stay quiet, and if you need me, I'll pop in.
All right, Ms. Mosley is the last part of our pretrial docket, unless somebody else straggles in late. And then we've got some bench trials scheduled at 11 o'clock that, at this point at least, have not asked for attorneys.
Okay.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you, dear. Yeah, right here. I'm sorry. I picked him up so I could.
We are ready on Ashley Mosley, Your Honor.
Just a second, Josh.
All right, Mr. Kaplan, any luck? Mr. Kaplan, any luck?
Sorry, Your Honor. Your Honor, can I, on Ms. Mosley, we are going to request an adjournment, or not adjournment, we're going to request a dismissal. I did speak to Officer Reyna. He did confirm what she had said, and it was not relayed to me until just now. So with our apologies for that, we're gonna request a dismissal.
All right, got that, Ms. Mosley?
Yes, I do.
All right, you're all set.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome so much.
All right, guys, if you need me, text me. I'll try to log back in at 11 just in case.
Thank you, sir. Josh, we're just waiting for the 11 o'clocks now.
Okay.
Good morning. Can
Good
you tell me
morning.
what your name is, please?
Amon Hunter.
I'm sorry.
Amon Hunter.
Can you spell that for me, please?
AMON
Okay.
HUNTER.
Hunter. Okay. Are you a victim or?
I'm a defendant.
Hang on just a minute, okay?
Paula, I believe she failed to appear at her last case. She's not up for trial today.
Okay. Thank you. Were you notified of today's hearing by any chance?
Yeah, I have a paper that told me I had to be here at 11 a.m.
Okay, what I'm going to do is put you back in the meeting, I'm back in the waiting room for just a few minutes and look into this, okay?
All right.
Hang on. Let me look her up, Josh, and see what's going on.
Donovan Hunter, which I believe is either her husband, boyfriend, or brother, is but not her.
We got Shantae Jones in the waiting room too.
Okay.
Amon?
Yes.
Okay, I just looked it up and you did not get a notice. You have a warrant out for your arrest.
I don't know how I have a warrant when I went out to the first. When I went to the first one, they told me I had to come. They asked me, did I want a non-jury trial or did I want a jury trial? And I told them
You
I
were
wanted.
scheduled for February 4th and failed to appear.
I did appear.
Okay, I'm going to send you out front
Your
and
Honor,
they can tell you what you need to do. Wait a minute, Josh, I'm
No,
sorry.
I was gonna say on she was scheduled for 2/4. Donovan Hunter at 11. Donovan Hunter appeared in the afternoon, so we set him up for a trial today at 11 a.m. She never appeared on the 4th.
I did appear. Me and my boyfriend did appear. We appeared later on because we had
I'm
to
going to
take
send you
back
out
to the-
front to the clerks and they can tell you what you need to do to get that warrant off, okay?
Okay.
So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to call in on
Do I have to tell y'all the paper that I got?
Ma'am, you're going to have to call and talk to one of the clerks to see how to get the warrant off of your name. So call 734-941-4463 and
What's the number?
call
Sorry.
4463.
I need you to repeat the whole number.
734-941-4463. And you can get, just dial extension 201 or 213, I'm sorry. Dial extension 213 and they can explain to you what you need to do. But you are not scheduled for a trial today. Okay?
But I have some paper right here.
So call that number.
All right, but y'all willing to listen to what I have to say.
Ma'am, I've got other people I got to bring in and talk to. So call out front. There's nothing I can do about your warrant. We have Shantae Jones and Donovan Hunter in the waiting room.
Yeah, Donovan's scheduled for trial, and Shantae, I haven't been able to speak to the complaining witness on. So I guess you just keep her in there for now. and see if
Yeah.
we-
Yeah, she's on the 11 o'clock too. Stephen Hall has not checked in yet, so. Thanks for your help on that, Josh.
No problem. I luckily have a good memory on these things.
I have good memory too, so it, but you
But
evidently knew
yeah, well,
about
you're
that.
there every day. I'm there. I'm only there a couple times a month, so I remember. I have a good memory of what exactly happened.
No, I didn't mean that. I just meant I have good memory too, so I'll remember that one. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. Kaplan, are you there?
Here, Your Honor.
I don't know if Paula told you this or not. We got Miss Jones is in our waiting room.
Yes.
I don't see anybody else though. Do you have a witness? Have you had contact with a witness?
I have not been able to reach anybody on Shantae Jones. I was expecting my witnesses on Stephen Hall and Donovan Hunter, but I don't know. I obviously they're not dead either.
All right. So let me get Miss Jones and I'll tell her we're gonna wait a minute and see. Do you know if a subpoena went out to anybody on Jones?
I didn't subpoena. I've been reaching out. I sent a letter and I've been calling.
Well, any objection if I just dismiss it and tell her it's without prejudice?
I can't, I'm not gonna object. I
Yeah, I mean, you have made zero contacts, so not much chance anybody's gonna show up today.
Yeah, and I've made many attempts at this point, and I've left voicemails and so on and so forth.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Jones. How are you today?
I'm great. How about you?
Better than I deserve, ma'am. I've got a
Yes.
file here from December 24. The charge is assault and battery. I just spoke to Mr. Kaplan, who's the Romulus City Attorney. He has had no luck at all making contact with the complainant in this matter. He's made a number of attempts. So I'm going to dismiss this case without prejudice. That means that the charge could be recharged. So for example, if the complainant contacts Mr. Kaplan and says, hey, what happened with that case? I want to go forward. I was in the hospital for 3 weeks, then it could be recharged. But at this point, it doesn't look likely. Understood?
Thank you, Your Honor. That's fine. And can I ask you a question before we hang up? I just called this morning to inquire if I have documentation towards my case, because I had just had surgery and was not even capable of what all she's saying.
Yep.
How would I get that to you?
I wouldn't worry about that at this point.
Okay.
If Mr. Kaplan recharges the file, then at that point, maybe that information is going to be helpful.
Okay.
But if the complainant doesn't track Mr. Kaplan down and Mr. Kaplan doesn't recharge, then it doesn't matter.
All right. Sounds
All right.
good.
So save your information. Don't lose it.
I won't.
Okay.
All right. Thank you
You're
so
all
much.
set. You're
Have a
welcome
great
so
rest
much.
of your day.
You as well, ma'am.
All right. Bye-bye.
And on Hunter, you want me to give you a few minutes, see if your witnesses show?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to give him a call again.
Yeah.
Mr. Hall's not here, just Donovan's is waiting on.
Yeah, right now I've just got Donovan Hunter.
Hi, Joshua. This is Darnell Overstreet. I was in the Zoom meeting with Matthew Miles and my audio was out. So I called and the court gave me this number and said you're the prosecutor and to call you.
Josh, any luck with your witness on Hunter?
No luck, Your Honor. My only request would be, obviously, if a defendant did appear, I know I won't be able to continue the case. For Mr. Hall, who doesn't appear to be here today, I would request that it be shown that he was the one who failed to appear.
Absolutely. And with Hall, I'm going to give him some more time to show up. If you want me to, I'll do the same with your victim on Hunter.
It's the same victim for both cases.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it's the same case.
Okay. All right, well, let's just give it a few minutes then.
Hey, Josh,
Yeah, Paula.
Mr. Hall just checked in.
Okay.
I'm gonna let Judge know, okay?
Okay.
Thanks.
Sure. I've done Fox News Sunday twice now. I'm happy to go on a range of shows. I will say that I knew Kaylee a little bit, not well. I met her when we were both CNN contributors, and we did a few shows. I'm not sure how many together. Like many Americans, we disagree on political issues, but we talked about our families, our spouses, sports, all sorts of things in the green room. And I certainly wish her the best in her future endeavors. Thank you, everyone.
He joins his fucking dominus. And how do you propose we train this wild little dog? Study others at doctorate me. And that turned out so well.
Hey, Sam, thanks for checking in. We do have 2 defendants in the waiting room. Hang on just a minute, okay?
All right. Paul, I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second.
I don't know, Paula, did you know if they wanted counsel?
Sam, it appears I'm not going to have any the victims aren't showing up. So,
all right, then I'll just put it on the record, I guess.
I guess so. The only thing I would say is that because I did speak to him Friday and Monday, and I wasn't able to get a hold of him today or tomorrow, whatever the reason. If they have even a valid reason, I'm going to reissue the charge because there are other defendants in this case.
All right.
And I'm prepared to do something with these right now because everybody was told to be in the waiting room at 10:45. So I'm inclined to listen to a motion if that's what Sam's getting ready to do.
Yeah, I figure. Yeah, Your Honor.
Let me bring Hunter and Hall in. Mr. Hall, are you connected?
He is not.
Neither
yet.
one of them yet.
No. Mr. Hunter just connected.
There we go. Hello.
Good morning, Mr.
Hello.
Hunter.
How you doing?
Wonderful.
Mr.
We're waiting
Hall,
for Mr. Hall to get connected, Mr. Hunter.
Okay.
can you hear us, Mr. Hall?
He's not connected yet. I just sent him a chat
Okay.
using your terminology, Sam, because it works.
Okay.
He just connected.
Mr. Hall, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Jadala?
Your Honor, respectfully, Attorney Sam Jadala, MIDC counsel for Mr. Hall and Mr. Hunter. Your Honor, today is the date and time set for bench trial for both Mr. Hall and Hunter. From my understanding, the complaining witness have failed to appear. At this time, we respectfully request a dismissal for both Mr. Hall and Mr. Hunter.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to dismiss these cases without prejudice. What that means is the prosecutor could recharge these files. Do you understand that, Mr. Hunter?
Yes.
Mr. Hall, do you understand that?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're all set, fellas.
All right.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Judge. Does that conclude your docket?
That does. Thank you.
And Samer, thank you for filling in and helping with us.
Absolutely. Oh,
absolutely, guys.
Samir?
Yes, sir.
You might want to smooth some feathers. Judge Green was mad because she found out you were bouncing back and forth, and she had to find out from somebody besides you. So next time,
that's why I logged in and let her know.
Yeah, next time, just send her a text and tell her where you're at or something.
I absolutely will. I'm going to go there now and hopefully smooth some feathers, Judge.
All right. Have a good day.
Thank you.
You do the same.
Thank you, gentlemen.